Good afternoon, people. Okay, I got 2 things for you. And I'm trying to get over whatever cooties I had. So 2 things to be on guard about when life situations are happening. God is always at work, and also the enemy is always at work. So God is always for your benefit, for your good. He is always trying to make your life better constantly and close to him. He works out all things for good for those who love him. So God is always trying on your behalf to make things right and good, and that being a close relationship with Christ as well. But on the back end, Satan comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. That is his only agenda. Those 3 things: steal, kill, and destroy. So I'm at a point in my life right now where it's like, okay, I feel like I've mastered most ways that Satan might distract me. So I've been aware of like ways I could be distracted, and I like see it coming and then don't fall for the distraction. So he's like, if I can't get her with the distraction, let me get her with the feeling of defeat. And so if it's not distraction that he can get you with, then he's going to go for defeat. So just remember, everything's a spiritual battle. Everything in life is not, it's way more than what we see. It's way more than this physical realm. Don't give in to distraction. Don't give in to defeat like that. And it screams so loud. Like, I've noticed my thoughts the last like couple days is like, I feel Satan talking to me so loudly of like just not nice things and making me feel defeated. And then this morning I woke up and I was like, okay, I know what's happening. I rebuke you, Satan, from talking to me loudly, and I silence your voice. And then I start thinking back to who I am, who I'm called to be, what God has called me to be, what God has said about me, and I talk back to the enemy so I will not stay in this state of defeat. And also too, because I have a friend going through this situation as well, but when you're constantly feeling like you're in a season of defeat almost, and it's like, I'm still working hard, I'm still doing right things, but it like feels like a season, it's a good chance that God is trying to dismantle a part of your old life to bring you to where he wants you to be. So we were talking about today at lunch, like, we're in a season where we think we're enduring and we have to get through this hard time, and like all of our energy and efforts need to go to like surrendering to God and getting closer to him and just staying focused on him to endure the season that we're going through. And then the Lord is going to elevate us after this to our new life and what we're called to be. And when you shift seasons in the spiritual realm, it always is like a wrecking of your old life into your new life, and it's for something greater, but old things have to die and new things are coming. So I hope this gives you encouragement that if you feel like you're in a season where you're like, I don't know what's going on, I don't know why it feels like there's a lot of resistance and not good things are happening, and I'm showing up and doing my thing and I feel like I'm supposed to be here, and it's just like you're waiting like, God, where's your blessings, you know, that you've been pouring out on me before, and it doesn't feel like they're raining down now. And it's we just got to endure and stay close to God, and he may need to transform something in us of our character that needs to be transformed to go to the next level. And I just want to share that because I'm going through it right now. It's gonna be okay. God's got me and God's got you, and he has great things for you. He says, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. So sorry, my my nose here. So realize the enemy's always going to talk bad to you in your mind, and it almost sounds like it's you. It almost sounds like it's your thoughts, and it's really critical and it's really condemning, and it comes up and down at you. But Jesus does not talk to you like that. Jesus elevates you. Jesus speaks life into you, literally life and positivity into you. He comes from the ground up to tilt your chin up. Hey, you got this. Like, you can do this. This is where I'm calling you to. The enemy goes down to shame. You never notice when people that have a lot of shame, they want to hide. They want to not see people like that. The enemy comes down with shame and down with guilt and down with accusation. The Lord comes up. He lifts you up. He lifts your chin up. He says, this is where we're going. He says, this is my plan. And he says, this is, you got this, you can do this. And this is where we're going. So he's always going up through your spirit and taking you higher, taking you in the promised land. So if you're in a wilderness season, I pray this video helps, and just know you're going to the next level. You're going to something better. I have been praying, and you can say this too, I pray that God will connect me to the people, places, and opportunities that are for me right now in this season, because there may be like, you might not be fully connecting to where you need to be right now, and God's got to introduce you to some people. There's got to be some shifts, and then it's like, okay, you're in his will right now in this season. And so I always want to be in his will, and so if he's got to shift things around, if I'm out of it or whatever, then just staying faithful to God and realizing he's not harming you. He's never harming you. It's always the enemy. And God is doing everything imaginable, and God is greater than the enemy. It says in Luke 10:19, for he's given us the power to tread on snakes and scorpions and to overcome all the power of the enemy. So God is way greater than the enemy. You can't let the enemy win in your thought life. You've got to be aware of what's happening when it's happening. Bring it to the Lord and say, these are the thoughts I'm having, these are the accusations against me, these are the criticalness that I'm hearing. Bring it to the Lord, and then let the Lord tell you, well, that's not true. You're my daughter. This is what I called you to do. And just reminding you who you actually are in Christ, and then come into agreement with that. Stay faithful, endure, and God is going to lift you higher. So anyway, much love. Happy Friday.